this makes me really angry. People have this idea that you quote unquote grow out of things. Okay? And yes, of course, you're not going to be playing baby toys that in 20 years old. That's obviously not going to happen. But the fact that they say that people still think this way, that you grow out of certain hobbies, and yes, when you go over, your hobbies do obviously change. I used to play games when I was younger around some very unhealthy amounts. Okay, very unhealthy amounts. Okay, it was very unhealthy amounts, but around 2014, 2015, that kind of just disappeared. Okay, you know, 2014, actually, in fact, I think it was around 2014. I couldn't really play, sometimes, it was very, very well, I would be able to play a game basically all day. Okay, if I had time to. Okay, as well. But this guy is really claiming that he grow out of Nintendo. Like, really? You grow out of Nintendo? Like, these people really believe this. I guess we grow out, I guess I must have not grown up then because I still play Nintendo games. Okay, I bet this guy probably thinks the same way with animated movies. Again, the whole idea that animation is only for kids is really an idea pushed by boomers. Okay, I would be surprised in the next 10 years once the boomers no longer have control over Hollywood. Animation will change almost certainly. There will still be family animated movies, obviously, because of course that formula has been extremely successful, making movies that made over $1 billion. But again, I think that there'll be more experimental animated movies coming to the theaters that are more darker and PG-13 slash R-rated movies, kind of like Japan does, because at least Japan, they respect animation as well. Okay, it's only America, Canada, and the Western world that has this idea that animation is just for kids as well, and I think there's like a whole history about that. I think it really started with the Saturday morning cartoon. Okay, because cartoons used to only out on Saturday, and guess who didn't have to go to school on Saturday? Kids. So of course how they started to see this. Oh, and then of course Disney, of course, didn't really help with the Disney Renaissance movies. Of course, Disney, the whole brand is predicated towards younger audiences, or really everyone. So basically, because of how Disney's success with the Renaissance movies, most animated movies are the way they are. That's explaining it. But I think we're finally gonna start to move past that. Like, the whole idea that animations for kids is a very outdated concept. Most people see this. Most people under the age of 40, even, or especially under 30, Gen Z. Most Gen Z, they grew up with animation. And most Gen Z can see that animation is more than just kids' entertainment. Okay, it's for everyone. Even in a lot of these movies that are rated Z, most of these movies that are rated Z or PG, we can see they're for everyone. Okay, people of all ages can enjoy them. And I don't think those movies should go away in favor of PG-13 and R-rated movies. I think both can coexist. Okay, we can have companies like Illumination and Disney, if they don't go bankrupt by their terrible decisions, produce animated movies for younger audiences. Okay, and for everyone, obviously. Okay, but there are gonna be newer studios that are gonna probably produce animation for older audiences. We're always trying to see this a lot on Netflix and streaming services with Invincible and Arcane. But with the success of those TV shows, of course, adult animation, quote unquote adult animation, has always been relegated to stuff like comedies and sitcoms. I had to make a separate video about that. About why we don't have R-rated PG-13 animated movies. But I basically explained that in this video. But I'll probably make a more in-depth video about that. But no, people don't grow out of Nintendo games. Okay, Nintendo games, that's like family animated movies. There's a reason why they use the word family. Okay, even Nintendo in their advertising, uses family a lot of the times. Okay, they don't say, oh yeah, Mario is a kid's game. Even Nintendo says the games are for everybody. Why, it's not that deep. Okay, no one grows out of Nintendo games. Unless you become like an edgy 14-year-old Call of Duty fanboy. Okay, even then, the most popular multiplayer game is geared towards everybody. So really, you need to shut your mouth about this whole bullshit about Nintendo only being for kids and stuff like that. Goodbye.